God says this is not a random message appearing on your screen by chance. This is divine timing in its most direct form. You have been ignoring the subtle whispers, the gentle nudges, and the quiet signs I've been sending. I am not sending this out of anger to destroy you, but out of divine mercy to wake you up. You have been walking through moments that were not designed to break you, but to bring you closer to me. And yet, you have looked at your pain and assumed that I have abandoned you. But I tell you now, I never left. Even in your darkest night, I was watching, waiting, hoping you would finally understand that everything happening around you is not punishment, it's preparation. But today, you have reached a point where you can no longer delay what is meant for you. My patience is great, but even divine patience has purpose. I am flashing this on your screen for the last time because I am giving you one final opportunity to return your heart fully to me. You have been living in confusion, surrounded by noise, advice, doubts, and distractions. People around you have been pulling you in different directions, and sometimes, it felt like the world wanted to silence your soul. But this message is my voice breaking through that noise. You have felt heavy lately, haven't you? As if something invisible has been pressing on your chest, like you can't quite breathe freely or find peace even in quiet moments. That's because your spirit is craving me, but your mind keeps wandering into the world's chaos. You can't continue to chase validation from people who were never meant to understand your calling. You've been trying to fit your divine identity into earthly expectations. That's why nothing seems to make sense anymore. I am not angry because you failed. I am angry because you stopped believing that I could restore what you lost. You stopped trusting that I can open doors that no human can shut. You started to measure your worth through rejection, and you forgot that I was the one who called you chosen long before anyone doubted you. You allowed people's opinions to silence the power I placed within you. You forgot that you were my masterpiece. You forgot that even your pain has purpose. This is your moment to pause and listen carefully. What I'm about to say is not meant to scare you, but to bring clarity. Something in your life is about to shift dramatically. There is a divine rearrangement happening in the unseen realm. What you thought was falling apart is actually falling into place. But if you keep ignoring my voice, you will delay what was already written for you. Every delay you've experienced, every disappointment, every person who walked away, it all served a reason. They were not meant to stay. I removed them not to punish you but to protect you. Some of the people you were begging me to keep were secretly praying against your rise. Some opportunities you cried over losing were traps disguised as blessings. You saw endings, I saw beginnings. You saw rejection, I saw redirection. I have been testing your patience, your endurance, and your loyalty to see whether you trust me when nothing makes sense. You said you believed, but belief means more than words. It means trusting me when I am silent. It means trusting that even my no carries love. You have come far, but you are standing at a gate right now, a spiritual threshold that separates your old life from what I am about to give you. You have 30 seconds in my divine time to decide whether you will trust me or continue running in circles. My anger is not meant to destroy you, it's meant to shake you awake. You have cried at night, asking me, why do I have to go through so much? You thought I didn't hear those tears, but I did. Every tear was counted. Every sigh was recorded. Every lonely night when you felt like giving up was seen by the heavens. You don't understand it yet, but your suffering has been preparing you for an elevation that no one around you could have predicted. What's coming will not be small. What's coming will not be ordinary. But it requires your obedience. Stop looking for confirmation from people who never carried your anointing. Stop waiting for others to approve what I've already stamped with my seal. You have my approval, and that's all you need. You have my presence, and that's your true security. I am warning you now because your next decision will determine the shape of your destiny. There are certain doors that will only open once you stop hesitating and fully surrender. There's something you've been delaying, something I told you to do, but you've been afraid. You've been waiting for the right time, the right circumstances, the right sign. But the truth is, the right time is now. You are standing on the edge of your breakthrough, but you're holding on to things that cannot travel with you into the next season. Let them go. Let the memories, the guilt, the resentment go. I cannot bless hands that are still gripping the past. You have been questioning why certain people betrayed you. Why certain things were exposed. Why certain situations ended suddenly. You thought you were cursed, but you were being cleansed. I revealed people's true faces not to hurt you but to free you. You needed to see who was using you, who was pretending, and who was truly for you. Some of those you thought were your friends were quietly celebrating your downfall. Some who smiled to your face were the same ones spreading your secrets. I saw it all. And while you cried in confusion, I was removing their energy from your path. You lost people, but you gained peace. You lost opportunities, but you gained purpose. You lost temporary comfort, but you gained divine strength. I am warning you now because you've reached a divine crossroad. The reason you've been feeling spiritually restless is because your spirit knows that a new season is trying to begin. But the enemy has been whispering doubt, fear, and distraction into your mind. He wants you to believe that you've wasted time, that you're not good enough, that your blessing has expired. But let me remind you, when I make a promise, it doesn't expire. My word doesn't return void. If I said you will rise, you will rise. If I said you will be restored, you will be restored. But if you keep hesitating, the timing of your miracle may pass you by. You have been chosen for something extraordinary, but you've allowed ordinary voices to confuse you. You've been doubting yourself, comparing yourself, and questioning your worth. I'm telling you now, that ends today. My child, I didn't bring you this far to abandon you in the middle. I brought you here to teach you faith beyond sight. I am angry because you keep questioning what I've already proven. You've seen me rescue you before. You've seen me make a way when there was none. You've seen me open doors that no one could shut. Yet, when a new storm rises, you forget how I calmed the last one. This is your last divine warning before the next phase begins. You are about to walk into a period of divine acceleration. Things that took years will start happening in days. But it depends on your obedience right now. You must pray, reconnect, and cleanse your spirit. You must release bitterness, forgive those who wronged you, and surrender your plans to me. You cannot hold both fear and faith at the same time. Choose faith. You cannot say you trust me and still live like you're your own savior. I am your protector, your provider, your redeemer. Something hidden from you will soon be revealed. There's a truth that has been buried in silence for too long, and I am about to bring it into the light. Do not be shocked when certain people suddenly start avoiding you or when new information comes your way. What's being revealed is my justice. I am balancing the scales. The lies spoken against you will collapse under the weight of my truth. The people who laughed at your pain will watch your elevation. The ones who mocked your faith will witness your miracle. You've been asking me to bless you, but blessing without transformation cannot last. That's why I've been changing your heart first. I am teaching you how to be humble in success, kind in power, patient in waiting, and grateful in abundance. You are being molded into someone who can handle the blessing I'm sending. That's why it's been so hard. That's why you've been tested again and again. Because what's coming will require a stronger, wiser version of you. I know you're tired. I know your faith has been shaken. But hear me, every test, every betrayal, every delay has been aligning you with something greater. The reason it hurts so much is because your old life is dying and your true purpose is being born. Growth is painful, but stagnation is death. And I will not allow you to die spiritually when I've written greatness in your destiny. You've prayed for signs, and this message is one of them. You've asked me to speak clearly, and this is clarity. Stop doubting whether you are chosen. You are chosen. Stop questioning whether I hear you. I've heard every word. Stop worrying about how it will happen. Just trust that I am arranging everything behind the scenes. You are standing in the middle of divine orchestration. Every disappointment, every delay, every detour, it's all leading to something you will one day thank me for. I am angry not because of what you've done, but because of what you're neglecting. You've been called to impact others, to heal, to shine, to inspire, but you keep hiding your light out of fear. I didn't give you that light to keep it buried. You have a gift that can shift atmospheres, a presence that carries peace, and a purpose that can change lives. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop running from your assignment. I didn't choose you because you were perfect. I chose you because I saw your heart. Even when you failed, I saw the goodness in you. Even when you doubted, I saw your desire to believe. And that's why I haven't let you go. My anger is the fire that refines you. It burns away what doesn't belong. It removes the distractions, the fear, the self-doubt. It's not a curse, it's a cleansing. But if you ignore this fire, it will consume your opportunities instead of refining them. That's why I'm warning you urgently, don't delay your obedience anymore. The window is open now, but it won't remain open forever. Something is about to happen in your favor, something you didn't even pray for specifically, but I saw your heart and I'm preparing it. But you must align your energy with gratitude and faith. Speak life over your situation. Stop complaining, stop worrying, and start declaring victory. Because your words shape your reality. You have power in your tongue, and I've been waiting for you to use it with authority. The angels are surrounding you as you read this. Archangel Michael stands beside you, shielding you from unseen attacks, but even angels can only protect what you allow me to bless. Don't walk away from this message pretending it's just coincidence. This is your divine interception. You were meant to see this, right now, at this exact second, because your spirit called out for help. Heaven heard that cry, and this is the answer. The next 7 days are crucial. You will notice synchronicities, divine numbers, dreams, and unexpected signs. Don't dismiss them. They are messages from above. Some things may feel uncomfortable, but it's my hand rearranging your life. You will lose certain connections suddenly, don't chase them. You will feel drawn to new paths, don't resist them. I am redirecting you for your protection. Pray now, not later. Speak to me from your heart, not your fear. Confess your worries, your guilt, your confusion. I can handle all of it. I am your Father, not your enemy. I want to lift your burdens, but you must stop carrying them alone. I want to restore your peace, but you must stop returning to what breaks it. I want to open your next door, but you must stop standing in the doorway of the past. Listen carefully, you will soon experience something that feels like chaos before the calm. Don't panic. That's the divine storm clearing your path. Sometimes I have to shake what's unstable so you can stand on solid ground. When it happens, don't think I've abandoned you. I am right there, guiding you through it. You are being pushed out of your comfort zone because destiny requires discomfort. When you feel alone, remember this message. When fear creeps in, remember that I am your protector. When doubt whispers that you are not enough, remember that I called you mine. I am still writing your story, and it will not end in failure. But I need your faith now more than ever. Don't give up right before your miracle. Don't quit on the last lap of the race. You've come too far to stop now. This message is not appearing by accident, it's a divine countdown. You have seconds in spiritual time to make a choice: surrender fully to my plan or continue struggling in resistance. Choose surrender. Choose faith. Choose peace. Because the moment you say, yes, in your heart, I will move mountains on your behalf. You are safe. You are seen. You are loved beyond comprehension. My anger will fade, but my purpose for you remains eternal. If you trust me, I will turn every tear into testimony, every wound into wisdom, every delay into divine timing. But if you walk away from this message, ignoring it again, you will miss the miracle that was already set in motion. I am asking for your trust, not your perfection. I am asking for your heart, not your performance. I am asking for your presence, not your excuses. This is the last time I am flashing this on your screen because I am giving you a chance to awaken, to rise, to return. Open your heart now, speak my name, and feel peace return. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust me, pray to me, and walk with faith. The angels are waiting for your yes. Heaven is listening. Don't delay, this is your moment. God says, I have warned you before, yet you continue to test what you cannot understand. I am speaking directly to your soul now because time is thinner than you realize. There are moments in heaven when silence is heavy, when even angels stop their wings because a decision has been made. That is where you stand right now. You may not hear thunder or see lightning, but the spiritual atmosphere around you is trembling. It is trembling because my patience has been stretched, and this is the last time I am flashing this before your eyes. You have been given signs, dreams, whispers, moments of strange knowing, but you doubted. You brushed them aside, and yet, because of mercy, I have not yet withdrawn my hand from your life. You must understand that my anger is not born from hatred, but from love so fierce it cannot watch you walk into destruction with your eyes open. You have been ignoring divine instructions, ignoring the small pushes I placed inside your heart. This message is not random. This is a divine appointment. You were not supposed to see it by accident. You were guided here because the clock of your destiny is ticking faster than you imagine. You keep thinking you have time, that you can change later, that maybe tomorrow you will listen to your intuition, or pray, or fix what you broke. But tomorrow is not promised. The reason I am speaking so urgently is because something spiritual is already set in motion. Heaven has been watching your indecision, your fear, and your refusal to take responsibility for your spiritual calling. I have been patient, slow to anger, but you must understand, when I say this is the last warning, I mean it. The energy around your name has reached a point of divine accountability. You are being called to step forward, not hide behind excuses. You have prayed for change, cried for signs, begged for miracles, but when they appear in forms you don't recognize, you dismiss them. You want me to act, but you forget that my power also requires your obedience. You cannot expect divine miracles while walking in disobedience. You cannot say you trust me while entertaining what keeps you spiritually bound. I am not trying to frighten you, but to awaken you. This is a divine shaking. Everything in your life that is not aligned with my plan will begin to collapse. You will see people leave, you will feel confusion, and you will think you are being punished, but in truth, it is purification. You must let go of what I am removing. There is someone or something you have been clinging to, I see it. You keep thinking it's harmless, but it is draining your light. It's time to let it go completely. My anger comes because I see the traps before you walk into them. I see the people smiling at you while plotting in secret. I see the messages you didn't read between the lines. I see the hands that touch you with false love. You do not see what I see, and that is why I send you this warning. You have 20 seconds, not in the literal sense, but spiritually, a very small window before a shift begins. If you ignore this, you will bear the weight of choices that could have been changed today. Do not mistake my words for threats. This is mercy wearing urgency. There are doors about to open, but they require your spiritual signature, your yes, your surrender, your faith. You cannot carry bitterness, fear, or rebellion into the new level I have prepared for you. This is why everything feels so chaotic lately. You are being refined in fire. My angels have been instructed to guard you, but they also report back to me when you refuse to listen. Archangel Michael himself has stood beside your bed, whispering through your dreams, protecting you from unseen attacks, yet you wake up and brush it away as coincidence. But nothing is coincidence. Every number, every feeling, every delayed message has been coded with divine purpose. When you feel anxious for no reason, it's because your spirit is resisting the instructions of heaven. When you feel restless, it's because your destiny is knocking. You must stop delaying. I am angry because you keep lowering your worth to fit into places I have already told you to leave. You have accepted less, allowed disrespect, tolerated confusion, and made excuses for people who mock your light in private. Stop it. You are chosen, not disposable. I did not spend years preparing you for greatness so you could hide in shadows, pretending you don't feel my call. The world has tested you, broken you, betrayed you, but I am still here. Even in anger, my love has not left you. I am giving you this final opportunity to realign your path before it's too late. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The situation that keeps you awake at night, the one that feels heavy on your chest, that is the area I am targeting right now. You cannot pray for peace while protecting what causes your pain. Release it. Trust me completely, even when it feels like loss. There is a spiritual law at play. When you ignore repeated divine warnings, you authorize chaos to enter. You've been noticing strange patterns, sudden blockages, confusion, delays. Those are not coincidences. They are signals that heaven has paused certain blessings until you realign. I have withheld some things not to punish you, but to protect you from receiving them prematurely. Imagine if I gave you everything you prayed for while your heart was still connected to betrayal. It would destroy you. My timing is protection. My silence is instruction. You must understand that anger from God is not eternal, it is corrective. I discipline those I love. You are being redirected, not rejected. But the redirection must be obeyed quickly. You have been sensing something about to happen, that feeling is real. The energy around you is shifting, preparing for a divine replacement. What was stolen will be returned. God says, listen carefully, for this message is not a coincidence, and this is not appearing before your eyes by accident. You have been chosen to see these words, and heaven has arranged the moment you are reading them right now. The air around you may seem still, but the truth is, the entire spiritual realm is holding its breath as you read this. God has been patient with you, so patient that even the angels have been wondering why He waited this long. But tonight, at this very moment, He says, enough. This is the last time I will flash this before their eyes. This is the final warning before divine alignment begins. They must open their heart now. You may not understand the weight of this yet, but something divine is about to shift in your life. There has been a storm brewing in the unseen. Heaven has been whispering, angels have been watching, and you have been feeling something in your spirit, a strange restlessness, moments of anxiety that seem to come from nowhere, sudden chills, sudden tears, unexpected heaviness in your heart. That was not coincidence. It was your soul reacting to God's call. He has been trying to get your attention in soft ways, through signs, through people, through dreams, but now, He speaks with urgency. He says, I am angry not because I hate you, but because you keep walking into pain I never wrote for you. I am angry because you are allowing what I already defeated to control you. Beloved, this message is flashing before you because heaven cannot allow you to delay anymore. The time window that was kept open for your breakthrough is closing. There are blessings hanging in the spiritual realm that have your name written on them, miracles that were supposed to manifest months ago, opportunities that were paused because you hesitated, relationships that were meant to bring healing but were interrupted by fear. God says, if they don't open their heart now, if they delay one more time, I will have to let them walk through a lesson that will break them, only so that they can wake up. But He does not want that. That is why this message carries urgency. The divine patience is ending, not because God is cruel, but because His love is too great to let you destroy your own destiny. You have prayed and wondered why certain things were not changing. The truth is, God was waiting for you to surrender fully, not halfway, not conditionally. You keep asking for miracles, but your hands are still holding on to the very things that block them. He says, let go, and watch me move. Right now, angels are surrounding you. Archangel Michael stands near you, silent but fierce, guarding your spirit from invisible attacks that have been sent your way. You may not see them, but there have been forces of confusion, doubt, and delay surrounding you for weeks. Each time you tried to rise, something unseen pulled you back. Each time you felt ready to believe again, a shadow of fear whispered, "It's too late." But God says, no, it's not too late. But if they ignore this message now, it will be. You see, the spiritual world operates on divine timing. And this message has been aligned with your exact moment of awareness. You were meant to see it today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Heaven timed this moment because your energy, your emotion, and your heart are now at the point of breakthrough. This is your moment of spiritual confrontation. Heaven versus your hesitation. Light versus your doubt. And what you choose in the next few moments determines what unfolds in the days ahead. God is not just angry, He is heartbroken. You've been through so much pain, betrayal, rejection, loss, and each time you fell, He was there. But you doubted it. You thought you were alone. You thought no one cared. You cried alone at night thinking no one saw you, but He did. He counted each tear, and He whispered, "Hold on, I'm working behind the scenes." Yet instead of trusting, you kept trying to fix everything with your own strength. And that's why this message appears as both warning and mercy. He says, this is the last time I am giving this chance before I release the lessons that will humble them to listen. The truth is, something divine is waiting on the other side of your obedience. There's a miracle that has been delayed because your fear kept the door closed. God says, the moment they decide to trust me fully, I will release what's been held back. There's an angel who has been standing at your spiritual gate holding a golden key. It unlocks the door to your next season. But that angel cannot move until you respond. Heaven operates through free will. You must choose to believe now, not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, but right now, when your heart is trembling between fear and faith. You have seen repeated signs, numbers, dreams, coincidences that seem too perfect. You have felt that strange pull in your heart, that sudden intuition telling you to pause, to pray, to listen. That was God trying to speak through your spirit. And now He says, if they ignore me again, they will silence their own blessing. His anger is not rage, it is divine urgency. It's like a father who sees their child walking toward danger and shouts, not to harm, but to save. You have been surrounded by spiritual distractions. People have spoken lies into your life. Some have pretended to support you but secretly resented your potential. God says, I have seen what they said behind your back. I have seen the jealousy. I have seen the manipulation. But I protected you. I covered you. I delayed certain blessings because I did not want them to use you for what I was about to give you. That's why your waiting season was long. It was not punishment, it was protection. But now, the waiting season is ending, and God says, if they open their spirit now, I will begin the release immediately. The energy around you is shifting. You may feel it as heat, as pressure, as emotion rising unexpectedly. That's the spiritual world aligning. Archangel Michael is standing near, holding a flaming sword of divine justice. He says, this soul has suffered long enough. If they obey, I will cut every chain of delay around them within the next 24 hours. This is your moment of reckoning. God says, do not test my patience any longer. You've been asking for confirmation after confirmation. He's given them. You've asked for signs. He sent them. You've said, God, if you're real, show me. And He did. But now He says, if they doubt again, I will withdraw my voice for a season. And silence will teach what my words could not. Do not let that happen, beloved. You are not meant to live in confusion. You are not meant to wander in circles. You are not meant to carry guilt for your past. God is not trying to destroy you, He is trying to awaken you. His anger is love in disguise. He says, if only they knew how much I've saved them from. If only they could see what I prevented from happening behind their back. You may never know how many times divine intervention stopped an accident, a betrayal, or an illness before it reached you. That's why you are still here, alive, breathing, reading this. But the moment you stop listening, those protections weaken. The divine shield remains strong only when your heart is aligned with faith. That's why this message says, open this within 20 seconds. Not because time in heaven is short, but because your earthly timeline is at a crossroads. There are two paths before you. One leads to peace, provision, and divine protection. The other leads to painful lessons that could have been avoided. You are standing at the threshold. And heaven is watching your response. You may think, why would God be angry with me? Because He gave you light, and you hid it. He gave you purpose, and you doubted it. He sent people to help you, and you pushed them away out of fear. He called you for something greater, but you kept saying, I'm not ready. And now He says, I am done waiting for them to feel ready. I will make them ready by force of destiny. That's why things have felt intense lately, because your destiny is accelerating. The discomfort is not punishment, it's the push of heaven. Your soul remembers who you are, even when your mind forgets. You are not random. You were chosen before your birth to carry divine light into dark places. That's why darkness attacks you so much, because you carry something powerful. And that's why God will not let you walk away easily. He says, they belong to me, and I will not let the world destroy what I created for purpose. Right now, God is giving you a sacred choice. He says, if they humble themselves tonight, if they pray sincerely, if they say, God, I surrender, I will turn my anger into mercy. I will cover their mistakes, I will rewrite their story, and I will give them beauty for ashes. But if they ignore this, He says, they will face the weight of silence, the kind of silence that makes the soul ache. This is why your screen shows this message now. It's not technology, it's divine intervention. Heaven used this very moment to reach you. You think you opened this page by choice, but heaven guided your hand. Because something in the unseen world is shifting, and God does not want you to be unprepared. There's a spiritual event unfolding, an exposure, a release, a reversal, and you are in the center of it. Beloved, breathe. God is not destroying you. He is trying to realign you. He is angry because He loves you too much to let you live beneath your calling. He says, you will not be like the others who ignored my signs. I have marked this one. I have chosen this one. I will shake everything around them until they remember me. You have 2 hours from the moment you see this message to pray sincerely, even if only for 1 minute. Say, God, forgive me. I hear you. I'm ready to listen. That simple prayer will shift everything. The angels will record it as a turning point in your life. Heaven will release what was held back. And the divine anger will dissolve into favor. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. What you feel right now, the chills, the heartbeat, the tears, is your soul awakening. Don't run from it. Don't ignore it. This is the moment heaven planned. This is your intersection with divine destiny. Trust Him now. He is not against you. He is calling you home to your purpose. He says, if they open their heart now, I will not only forgive them, I will favor them. I will give them double for their delay. I will make them forget the pain of the past. So listen carefully. This is your last gentle warning before heaven moves forward without your permission. God is calling you. Don't delay. Don't question. Just say, "Yes, Lord, I'm ready." Because this time, He means it. And if you obey, your life will never be the same again. God says, "My beloved child, I have watched you through the storms, through the silent nights when your heart trembled in confusion, and through the mornings when you smiled, pretending everything was fine while your soul quietly cried for answers. I have been there, standing beside you, whispering truth into the spaces between your doubts. And now, I am speaking to you again, not through coincidence, not through chance, but through divine timing. You were meant to read these words right now. This message is not random, it is appointed, sealed, and sent directly from my heart to yours. You have been running in circles, haven't you? Trying to figure out why things keep repeating, why certain people betray you, why certain doors close right before your breakthrough. I tell you today, there is divine meaning in every delay and divine justice in every pain. But my patience has limits when my child keeps ignoring the voice that saves them. I have been trying to warn you, through dreams, through unexpected signs, through the quiet moments when your spirit suddenly felt uneasy, yet you brushed it away. I am not angry because you made mistakes, I am angry because you stopped listening. This is not to condemn you. I am still your Father. But I must wake you up now, for the time of decision is near. The people you trust, the ones you believe are on your side, some of them are not who they pretend to be. I have shown you small clues, but you chose to justify their actions. I saw what they said about you behind closed doors. I heard every word. I watched their intentions, and I allowed them to stay for a while so you could learn discernment. But now, if you keep holding on to those who secretly harm your destiny, you will block your own blessings. The reason you are reading this now is because I am giving you one final invitation to return to alignment. This is your moment. Heaven has been patient with you. Archangel Michael has stood guard around you countless times when darkness tried to reach your home. You were not aware, but he stood between you and those who wished you harm. You have been preserved for a divine reason, and that reason cannot be postponed any longer. You see, my child, I never punish without purpose. My anger is not human rage, it is divine correction born out of love. When I say, "Don't test my patience," I am not threatening you, I am urging you to act before your window of grace shifts. There is a time when I call softly, and then a time when I call with urgency. This is that time. You must open your heart and remove what I've been warning you about. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a hidden sin, or a cycle of fear, it cannot stay. If you choose to ignore this message, then the lessons ahead will be much harder, not because I desire your suffering, but because I can no longer intervene when you willingly walk into the same fire I've been pulling you away from. Do you remember the moments when you felt sudden peace for no reason? That was me. Do you remember the times when you almost gave up but something made you try again? That was my spirit lifting you up. And do you remember the doors that closed, the friendships that fell apart, the plans that failed even though you tried your best? Those were my protections disguised as disappointments. I am not punishing you, I am positioning you. But if you keep resisting what I am doing, I will have to remove certain comforts so that you finally see what is truly important. My anger is not forever, but my word is eternal. I am calling you to trust me, even when I take away what you think you need. The storm you're facing is not random, it's correction, it's purification, it's the spiritual shaking needed to prepare you for what's next. If you could see what I am saving you from, you would fall on your knees and thank me for not letting your plan succeed. Some of the things you called losses were actually divine rescues. Some of the people who left you were never meant to stay beyond a certain season. You have been praying for a breakthrough, but breakthrough requires obedience. You ask me to open doors, but you must first close the ones that lead back to pain. I cannot pour new wine into old vessels. I cannot send divine blessings into hands that still hold what I asked you to release. There are angels assigned to your destiny, but they cannot move freely while you're surrounded by confusion. Let go. This is not just advice, it is an urgent command from heaven. I am still merciful. Even now, as I speak, my presence surrounds you. I know you have struggled, I know you have cried alone, I know you feel misunderstood. That is why I am giving you this last call, not because I wish to harm you, but because I love you too much to watch you self-destruct. My anger burns not against you but against the forces that keep deceiving you. Yet, if you continue to cooperate with those forces by ignoring my instructions, you will suffer consequences that were never meant for you. There is still time to shift everything. Pray right now. Call my name. I am near. You do not need perfect words, you only need a sincere heart. Say, God, I surrender. That one moment of surrender can change the entire course of your life. You don't need to prove yourself, you only need to return. The moment you choose me again, angels move into motion, doors open, and divine favor realigns with your name. But if you let this message pass by without action, if you think you can postpone obedience, the silence that follows will feel heavier, not because I abandoned you, but because I gave you space to learn the cost of disobedience. You know deep inside that I have been calling you. You've seen repeating signs, numbers, phrases, sudden thoughts that felt divine. Those weren't coincidences. Heaven has been trying to get your attention.